Today, I'm here to provide you some easy tips on how to complete the Lightblade Grandmaster Nightfall. This was once considered the hardest GM, and while I don't think it deserves that title, I will say that it is still a rough one. But with the tips and loadouts I will provide to you today, you should be able to net yourself an easy clear. So with that being said, let's hop into it. Let's open up with loadouts. You'll need to cover barrier and unstoppable champs, which isn't too much to ask for. My team ran a variety of things, but we found the following loadout to work. For primaries, we ran 2 Wish Enders and 1 Malfeasance. You can substitute the Malfeasance or one of the Wish Ender bows for a blinding grenade launcher or a choke clip fusion rifle if you'd like, but my team found this to work. For secondaries, we ran 2 Forbearances and 1 Unstoppable Glaive. Forbearance proves to be an amazing weapon in this GM thanks to the Arc Singe and Forbearance's inherent strength of dropping waves of adds easily. For the heavy weapon, we ran 2 Hotheads and 1 Apex Predator, although having 1 Gallahorn would definitely be nice. For composition, we had 3 Void Hunters running 2 Aeons and 1 Omnioculus, but Solar or Stasis Warlocks and Void or Strand Titans will do the job just fine. Finally, for mods, run Arc Resistance, Concussive Dampener, and Surge mods. Since I've already done a full walkthrough guide of this strike, I'm just going to give tips for each encounter, so feel free to skip around or check out my full walkthrough guide in the description below. For the opening encounter, the best move is to get the boss out of this area ASAP. My team would typically fire some rockets at the boss until he left. I found 3 hothead rockets did the trick, but you can also use other ammo to get him out. Once the boss was gone, my team killed adds on the right side, then slowly pushed up towards the door, which would funnel all of the adds into this little center walkway area, which made add clear with Forbearance incredibly easy. I also used rockets plentifully since I had 2 sources of heavy coming in, but adjust your heavy use to around how frequently your team will be getting it. Other than that, there's nothing too important in this first area. When arriving in the second area, my team slowly cleared out adds in front of us before chipping away at the other adds in the room. I found that the Lightbearer Hive Knight would typically sit in the top right balcony, so I aimed my tether right here in order to fully capitalize off of it. Also, I would save my tether for until the Hive Knight popped their super, as tether tends to cancel their super and disorient them, so it felt like a no-brainer. Once the Hive Guardian is slain, have your team rotate to the opposite side of the room while crushing the Hive Ghost, as another Hive Guardian will spawn up by the entrance of this section. We killed adds first, then hit until the Hive Guardian super was up, then we dropped them. Once the Hive Guardian dies, we then rotated back to the entrance of this area, and killed the 2 Knights and Hive Guardian that spawn. Outside of using grenades on the Knights and Hive Guardian at the end, this encounter isn't too tricky, just play cover and don't peek at the Hive Guardian in their super because you will typically die. For the ship section, the best tip I can provide is to melt the Shrieker when it opens, and then hop off the ship onto one of these tilted cauldrons, then parkour up to where the Void Orbs would be. The reason you want to do this is to have high ground on the Hive Guardians below. If you have it, pop tether on this group, melt them, take the orb, dunk it, then rinse and repeat on the other side. For the second orb, we use the staircase for cover, so once the Hive Guardian pops their super, just run and hide until it's gone. Then kill them and dunk the orb. Once the barrier drops, hop onto the ship, but don't get comfortable. As for the second tip, we're going to hop off on the right side once the right platform arrives, and we're going to jump from one bridge to another using these tiny ledges on the right side to get us there. If your team has an Omnioculus Hunter, you can just perma-invis your group through this area, but the strategy is for those who can't do that. Once the ship has stopped, a portal will spawn by the last bridge, so hop through it, kill the thrall on the ship, and move on. For the lamp section, it's pretty self-explanatory, just keep moving and don't let screams sneak up on you. If you're able to, have an Omnioculus Hunter invis you through this area, as it'll make life so much easier. If a teammate dies in this area, just move forward and complete this section, as you'll either teleport their orb forward, or when you re-enter the lamp section again, you won't have the Weight of Darkness debuff, so you can run freely. Other than that, there's nothing more to say here, and the area after the lamps isn't too complicated, so let's just jump straight to the final boss fight. For the final boss fight, you'll want to have one player kite the boss around while the other 2 damage the boss and kill adds. The player that will kite the boss around will want to take one solid section of the room and jump from the upper platform to the middle boss platform, then into the ground, then back to the boss platform, and then back up to the top platform, then rinse and repeat. Doing this correctly will cause the boss to jump around without ever really attacking you. When the boss is in the jump animation, you can then jump to another platform. For your teammates, they should be on the opposite side of the room as you, and so the boss doesn't accidentally aggro them. Once the boss is health gated, pop a tether in the middle and melt the adds and the boss spawning up. Have one player kite the boss to the best of their ability while the champs spawn in afterwards. The player with the boss's attention will also have to deal with thralls and curse thralls spawning in, so make sure that they are aware of that. Once all of the ads are dead, repeat the platform jumping until more ads spawn in, or until the boss goes immune, and continue to do this until the boss is dead, which will grant you an easy completion of the Lightblade Grandmaster. Well, I hope you enjoyed the new format of GM guides. If you found this guide helpful, a like rating would be greatly appreciated, and consider subscribing to the channel for more Destiny 2 content dropping weekly. Be sure to also stop by my streams that happen right here on YouTube, as I'm going to be streaming more every week, and we'd love to see you all there. Finally, follow me on my social media accounts linked in the description below. With that being said, I'm SniperKH, and I'm out. Good luck with gaming.